Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are having a lovely day. It is Solar Eclipse Eve. It is Sunday, April the 7th, 2024. I don't know why back in the day when I was younger, I didn't think I was going to make it to 2024. I guess because I didn't know how to measure time, not realizing I'm young. I'm freaking 33. So we didn't count that far. We just thought the world was going to end in 2000. But I hope you guys are having a lovely Sunday. It's very beautiful outside, but it's winter here in Georgia. It's freaking April and it feels cold. So today, it's a lot of stuff I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about conspiracy theories. I'm going to talk about Diddy. I'm going to talk about a lot of stuff on my live today. I hope that you guys will enjoy it. So, I want to start off by this, and it is Conspiracy Sunday. So I want to start off with Dennis Quaid. His name is Dennis. No, Randy Quaid. Sorry, Dennis Quaid is his cousin, if I'm not assuming. I want you guys to hear what he had to say.
And was close to it. Heath Ledger, Chris Penn, David Carradine among them. I believe these actors were whacked, and I believe that many others, such as Britney Spears, Lindsay Lohan, and Mel Gibson, are being played to get at their money. All of whom I have worked with and was close to. Heath Ledger, Chris Penn, David Carradine among them. I believe these actors were whacked, and I believe that many others, such as Britney Spears, Lindsay Lohan, and Mel Gibson, are being played to get at their money.
All right. So let's just recap what he just said. He's basically saying that David Carradine, Heath Ledger, and Chris Penn were offed by the higher ups. I'm gonna stop saying Illuminati because that's the name that we call them, the Illuminati. But I don't know who these people are. They keep talking. Long story short, I really think it's different organizations that certain people have pissed off. I don't think it's that deep. It's still demonic, but I don't think it's that. It's not. I don't think it's deep because trust me, there is a secret society of people that run things, but their name is not the Illuminati. Okay. I don't understand why make a statement like that and not explain why Heath Ledger, Chris Penn, and David Carradine passed away. Y'all know Heath Ledger, he had an accidental overdose, I think on sleeping pills due to him being in The Dark Knight. He was the Joker in the Batman movie, and it took a mental toll on him. David Carradine, he passed away from I don't want to say this because it disrespects his legacy, but asphyxia. Is that the name? That's what he's passed away from? I think he passed away from asphyxia, basically choking.
All of
And Chris Penn, I don't know who that is. Sorry. Let me look at David Carradine. Make sure asphyxia is the right word. Long story short, he was having choking coitus. They found him strangled and tied up and in an S&M costume.
whom I have worked with.
So, um, I understand when I did it why that smelled like cornflakes. Yeah, erotic asphyxia. Erotic asphyxiation. That's what his cause of death is in Bangkok, Thailand. Let me look up Chris Penn real quick. Because, like I said, what he's saying, I don't know. That's why it's called. Oh, I know who that is. He was in Footloose, Reservoir Dogs, and Best of the Best. But I forgot what movie he was in when he was older. I know he was in a lot of. He's Sean Penn's brother. He passed away from cardiovascular disease. So it's given iffy. I just know that he's in a lot of like mafia movies. I've seen him before. Let me see if I can think of another movie he's in for the younger generation. What movie he's in? Uh The Wildlife, The Funeral, Rush Hour. Yep, that was a movie I saw him in. Rush Hour, Corky Romano, True Romance, Beethoven 2, Shortcuts, The Boys Club, All the Right Moves, At Close Range, Pale Rider, and Starsky and Hutch. There's a possibility he actually passed away from cardiovascular disease. But his toxicology report that it revealed that he had Valium, morphine, marijuana, and an elevated level of codeine were found in his bloodstream. So that's what caused cardiovascular disease from him. Sean Penn said he passed away from his weight. That's probably an easier thing for him to accept rather than him passing away from codeine and morphine and Valium. He was in a lot of movies. Out of all the three, David Carradine's passing, it still doesn't sit right with me. Because how he was found. And I know people like, well, you don't know what freaky stuff people are into. I understand that. But what if they just put the outfit on him and make it seem like he passed away from erotic asphyxiation? You can't always assume that what somebody is saying is true. So yeah, and then in the same sense, you gotta take this with a grain of salt too. Not saying that people did not off nobody. Why did that happen? Not saying that people have never offed anyone. Just saying, you have to be careful who you claim off people. So yeah. Here's another video I found. Which when she named all the guys that were gay, she's like, all these women are chasing after them. I'm like, I don't know. I don't think so.
You have now entered the dusty section. But nobody's paying attention to the fact that all of these men, for the most part, that we're talking about are gay. And they've been tricking you, black women, into chasing after gay men. Because you've been chasing after gay men like Will Smith. You've been chasing after gay men like Dwayne Wade. You've been chasing after gay men like the Diddy Bop. You've been chasing after gay men like Jay-Z. You've been chasing after gay men like Rick Ross. Oh. You've been chasing after gay men like Meek Mills. Oh. You've been chasing after gay men like fucking Khaled. You've been chasing after gay men like Birdman.
Oh. Before I continue the list, is that what happened with Betty Boop, Rick Ross? Did she find out your nasty ways? Let me continue. He is an Aquarius.
You've been chasing after gay men like Young Thug. You been chasing after gay men like Tekashi 69.
Obvious.
You been chasing after gay men like Lil Nas X. You been chasing after gay men like Travis Scott.
Lil Nas X is openly gay, so yeah, I don't know where she was going with that one. Allegedly openly gay.
Oh.
You been chasing after gay men like how about you stop loving?
Yeah, you know, I've always questioned Aubrey. I still love you though, Aubrey.
Lusting after gay men like Stevie J. How about you stop lusting after sodomites who injure young boys like Robert Kelly?
Ooh. Oh no!
Speaking of Stevie J, I wanted to talk about Stevie J because Stevie J over here defending Diddy like Diddy has his secrets. Are you scared that Diddy's gonna tell your secrets if he going to prison? That's why you defended Diddy. We know Stevie J, he's messed up. You know, he had everybody think Jolene was a transgender woman. I don't think she is. She just looks that way. But, you know, girl. And once again, I take everything Jaguar Wright says with a grain of salt because I feel like she's making coins off of telling stories. And it's not that she's lying, it's she's exaggerating the truth. If you're going to call somebody out for being gay, what about sassy ass 50 Cent? I'm sorry, he over here throwing stones, living in a grass house. 50, you're sassy, bro. You sassy. But I want to talk about Stevie J defending Diddy before I talk about sassy ass 50 Cent. And I think I showed this like video. So Young Miami defended what she was saying. She just had a conversation. You remember what she said? She told Jason Lee that she was a whore. Well, according to Young Miami, and this is what she said on Twitter, she said, I think this got taken out of context. It's a gay slur. What's up, whore? It's something my gay cousin always say to me. It's cunt. Cunt is another slang too. It's cunt. It's a slang that we say to each other. That's why I was trying to explain to Jason because he's gay and he got what I was trying to say. I'm not a prostitute. I never sold cat a day in my life. I hate how this is getting spun. Because 50 Cent was making fun of her. Like I said, sassy. He be coming for the females like he coming for the males. I'm just going to say he's an equal opportunist at coming for you. I will give him that, but he's sassy. You want to sit here and drag everybody. Will you stop throwing stones living in glass house? Nobody has the right to be throwing stones in glass houses. So people who sit up here laughing at the whole Diddy situation, let's open your can of worms. Okay? Shoot, this is not funny. This is messed up. Messed up for you because all he gonna do is snitch on everybody in the entertainment industry. And that's what he gonna do. Because he that type of guy. Because he do anything to save his own ass. So you better not be on that list 50 being sassy. Sassy ass. There was a whole fight on the internet. I'll talk about that later. So I want to also, since I'm talking about Carisha, this dude was trying to go viral because he gave Carisha some papers. He tried to embarrass her, and I think she should sue him for that. And I hate when people do that. Like I said, don't throw stones when you live in a glass house. You know, the government gonna find some stuff on you. You might be watching weird porn, friend. I want you to see what this sassy ass man. He's sassy too, honey. This was sassy ass nigga did.
Charlie C actually served Young Miami with this lawsuit. She's supposed to be in this club tonight. So goddamn, I'm about to do it.
Her birthday is next week. So shout out to all the birthday is next week. Absolutely.
Young Miami.
Yes.
Let me get this to you. It's a gift.
What is this?
He's a POS man. He is a POS. He is gross. Sassy. I can't stand dudes like this. You gonna serve me. He served her papers for nothing. The only reason he served those papers is because he feel like she going to jail with Diddy. You don't know. So this is what Young Miami had to say, and she's right. She said, I'm so tired of the internet and people effing with me every day. Trying to serve me some papers over merch that I'm not selling is lame. Like, everybody want to go viral so bad. Let's go viral. I'm tired. Like, take y'all on. And he is lame for that. He gonna serve her papers. Bitch. You're a bitch, bro. You're a bitch. And for what? She didn't take nothing from you. And as soon as he handed me those papers, I would have bumped him in the face. Oh, sassy. What is up with dudes? Why y'all so sassy now? He act like he mad. He didn't get none of Diddy Ding-a-ling. You mad that Diddy didn't pop you in the booty first, sir? Is that what that is? That's the only reason somebody would be mad at Young Miami. Because you mad that Diddy chose her over you. That's so sassy. Oh, I can't stand sassy men. Ooh. Girl, you want to get your hair done and nails done with me, just say that. You're sassy. You're sassy. Oh, I can't stand sassy. I'm gonna talk about the woman in Oregon later, cause this is where I'm gonna bring y'all into another world that I'm in, which is I'm a certified nail technician. I'm gonna explain to you how this happened. Okay, because we're told about specific situations like this in nail school. To the extreme to where if someone has HIV/AIDS, yes. Okay. I want to talk about this video with Dawn and how Diddy treated Danny Kane. And Danny Kane was everything, y'all. I love Danny Kane. I really do.
I'll tell you, when we first came out, they said only do 100,000 copies because they're not going to sell more than Cassie. That's what they told us when the first album came out. We sold 100,000 in a day. And they had to figure out how to get more.
I want you to pay attention to the fact that she said that they didn't think they were going to outsell Cassie. It wasn't they were not going to outsell Cassie, or Diddy only bought all of Cassie CDs and not Danny Kane CDs. Let's continue.
More units in by the time of the week, and they barely got it, and we wound up selling 230,000 copies, and we could have sold more. We were in the Guinness Book of Records forever, but
y'all were limited because they didn't have enough product.
They didn't believe in it. They didn't think we would. They didn't think we would sell. They had no clue we would be that big. And then we got out there, and when we toured, they wouldn't give us any money, so we were sewing our costumes from Forever 21.
No, who wouldn't give you any money?
The label.
The label. Which label was that?
We were on Bad Boy. Yeah, we were on
Bad Boy Universal?
Yeah. We were Bad Boy Atlantic. And it wasn't like it's just the truth that Puff really, he saw the money in the show. And then when they realized how massive it was,
caught him off guard.
They were like, oh, okay, yeah, let's figure this out.
So he was more interested in the television version.
Yeah, he was making the band was huge. Exactly.
The TV rights and the sync rights and the music they were creating.
He owned all of it. He owned all of it. So for him, that was the crop.
And it was easy to make. You didn't have to manage girls on the road and get them dressed. We had
Johnny Wright as our manager, and Johnny Wright at that time had Britney Spears, Janet Jackson, Justin Timberlake. Like, we had all the right components. And then we blew up, and then the people in the ear started happening, right? We started making stars. Because we were the first girl group that had 5 lead singers. There was no lead singer. We were all one. We were all could dance. It had never really been like that. Spice Girls, they were like 2 singers and then
the doo-wops.
Vibers. Pussycat Dolls, it was Nicole and Melody, and then dancers. Destiny's Child, they made B the lead, even though the girls were, Kelly and Michelle are incredible. But B was
Kelly was kind of the lead at first, but
No, it was always B. It was always B. But Kelly,
This dude sound like he just want to crack jokes. I can't stand when you trying to have a serious interview and people crack jokes. The other guy, when he sit up there and talk about it was Universal, right? Not Bad Boy. So you telling me you didn't watch Making the Band, sir? You can't say, I'm an Xer. My cousin's an Xer, and she was watching Making the Band. Because we were all mad at the whole cheesecake walk. She's right. Danny Kane had 5 lead singers. Because they all could sing. We all watched them in front of our eyes get put together. But the guys who interviewing this, they're annoying. And her voice is so soft, and their voices are just so harsh, and her voice is just so soft. I want to interview with Dawn Richards. We met D Wood on Bigo. She was part of our family. But to me, it just sounds like he put all his money into Cassie. And this is no shade at Cassie. I promise you it's no shade at Cassie. But, he put all his money into Cassie. And he didn't want to put all his money into Danny Kane. That says a lot. That means he basically did Making the Band for a TV show. He didn't do Making the Band to actually give young people opportunities of a lifetime. That's what that means to me.
I'll tell.
And Dawn is she's the one that lasted the longest. She was with him the longest. I think he finally dropped her not too long ago, but he did Dirty Money with her too. So, and that was with Kalina. And Kalina, she's a songwriter. She's an amazing songwriter. So, I think I have an interview with her too where she talked about Dirty Money. But he had no plans on really doing anything for Day 26 or Danny Kane. And Day 26, when I say Day 26 was a perfect R&B group. I mean, he had 2 R&B groups that would have been $1 billion R&B group if he just focused. That was 112 and Day 26. If he took the time into nourishing artists instead of, let me not use the R word, but he did financially, taking all the good parts and then throwing them away, he would already have been a billionaire if he nourished his artists into being better. Because 112 had some bops. Day 26, oh my God, I love Day 26. And Danny Kane, but he didn't want to take the time. He just want to take all the good pieces and then throw away the whole person. And that's just not right. Not all of this conspiracy, by the way. I'm just calling it Conspiracy Sunday because I'm trying to start something. I will talk about Cole Brings Plenty later because somebody else was 27 that's in the 27 club as well. So I don't know what the hell was up with those managers back in the day. A lot of people had $1 billion boy bands. One of the $1 billion boy bands was B2K. B2K would have been built. The manager would have had billions. They would have had billions. But instead of, once again, you took all the good parts of the group and got rid of people. And if they were nourished properly as young men, they would have been huge. Like, even they came back in 2019 and sold out. They had 3 shows in some cities. But everybody's sitting up here and just used and abused these people instead of nourishing them and their talent and what they can offer. And that's the one thing I just hate. It's just all these people. I hate when people use talented people to hurt them instead of nourish them. These artists needed nourishment. They didn't need to be treated that way. I'm gonna talk about JT and Glorilla fight. I don't like you, JT. I don't like you. I don't like Arbar neither. Arbar always jumping into somebody's fight, but I think Armand Wiggins can tell it to you the best. Because I didn't have time to figure out what they were fighting about.
But let's get into it. So apparently, at the VMAs, JT and Glorilla were backstage, and Glorilla wanted to speak to or tried to speak to JT, and JT snubbed her off like in a very nasty, catty way, like rolled her eyes at her and ignored her. And Glorilla went in to try to speak and kind of give her a hug, and JT kind of gave like, bitch, like very one of them, and Glorilla wasn't feeling that. So apparently, now these are the two, this is where the telephone game gets played. Apparently, from one person, they're saying like, Glorilla threw a drink at JT. Another person says she threw a purse and it hit JT. But let's get into it. So apparently.
So yesterday, and what happened was Glorilla said, I guess somebody asked Glorilla if she had beef with JT, and she said, no, I ain't got no beef with her. For some reason, JT came out the side of her pork and beans head and just start going off on Glorilla. Glorilla didn't do anything, and to me, Glorilla seemed like a nice person. She just seemed like an easygoing, cool girl to me. Like everybody would want to hang out with Glorilla, and that's the vibes that she's giving. That she's just cool. For some reason, JT is jealous of Glorilla. That's the vibes I'm getting. I'm not gonna go into details. The vibe I'm getting is JT is jealous of Glorilla. Yeah, because Glorilla wasn't sitting up here and banking on Diddy. Glorilla is an artist with Yo Gotti. Yo Gotti is behind Glorilla. And I will say I love the whole Glorilla packaging, everything. She just seemed like just your everyday. Yeah, she just seemed just so relatable to me. JT don't want to be relatable. She's still a hood rat. I don't care. It's funny to me when hood rats try to not be relatable. Oh, my pussy is $1 million. No, it's not. Everybody done had it in the hood. Stop it. Like JT just swear her shit don't stink. And it do. And Glorilla said, I said there's no beef. So why you mad at her? So I'm guessing JT got her ass beat. Oh, good. I'm guessing JT got her ass whooped. That's the vibes I'm getting. The reason I say this is because only people who get their butt whooped still press when they get their ass beat. The ones who get their ass beat, they are the ones who are always pressed. They still mad. They still mad. Why you still mad for her? She mollywopped you once. You don't want her to mollywop you again, do you? Girl, I ain't ever met somebody. Her attitude is so stank. Her and Carisha had stinking attitude just because y'all riding the Diddy train, honey. Y'all thought that Diddy co-signed y'all, and you still, girl. Glorilla doing good. Oops, I ended up on Armand Wiggins' page. My bad. Sorry, Armand. So, with that happening, Akbar felt like bring her ignorant ass into this. She's so damn ignorant. This heifer's so stupid and ignorant. It don't make no damn sense. And she's like, hey, man, y'all hoes not talking about nothing. Akbar, shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. Shut up before we find out what part of Atlanta you from, honey. How you a queen of Atlanta you ain't got not one platinum album under your belt? How you the queen of Atlanta you have not done not one show? No promoters want you at their clubs. You did do a thing at the club. You thought that Nicki Minaj was going to come. She didn't. Nicki don't like you. Onika does not like you. She just used you to get at Cardi. Okay? Was it Cardi? No, not Cardi. She used you to get back. Who's complaining about her not working with her? Oh, yeah, Erica Banks, small forehead, so. She used you to get back at Erica Banks' small forehead, so. AKA bootleg Meg Thee Stallion. Was Carl Crawford. He was right. He wasted his money on her, and she didn't do nothing. That was his fault, but he didn't waste his money on her. She talking about he owed her money. What money? He didn't get nothing from you, boo. He didn't make no money off of you. Bar, go hit the studio, make some hits. We'll take you serious when you do that. Nobody take you serious. I'm telling you this right now. Cause I just I was gonna go off on you, but I was working last night, so I don't care no more. Girl, you stupid. You dumb as all shit. So I want to talk about this. I can't play this because I will get copyrighted for this because UMG don't play. So it said Universal Music Group is being sued by a record company claiming that they sampled one of their songs without permission in Mary J. Blige's massive hit, Real Love. I will explain that later. Okay. According to the lawsuit obtained by TMZ, To America Incorporation claimed their song Impeach the President was used as a sample in Mary J. Blige's 1992 hit. The claim the sample is used in both a sound recording and musical composition. Tough claimed that attempted to reach out to UMG over their concerns, but they never heard anything back until they decided not to sue. They decided to sue. I'm sorry. They decided to sue. Crazy part about the lawsuit is that the song Real Love is actually a sample of a song called Top Billing, which is credited and approved. The tricky thing is Top Billing is a sample of itself with Impeach the President being credited as the original. So it's basically a sample of a sample with ITP being the one to come first. So they're trying to sue Mary J. Blige, Real Love, but they're not suing Top Billing for taking the sample first. But Real Love is supposed to be a sample of Top Billing, and it was accredited, but not Impeach the President. Okay, this go all the way back to Bad Boy and what Bad Boy was known for. The Bad Boy and Diddy's brand. Anybody who noticed that if you listen to any of the music back in the day that Bad Boy did, this is before like mid-90s, early 90s, all their music they did was sample. Like you listen to Biggie's first song, Juicy, it's a sample of Peaches and Herb. Juicy, juicy, juicy. It's a sample of that. I used to read Word Up magazines. They sampled that song. Bad Boy basically used R&B beats and make it a hip hop song. So I don't know why they coming. This song is from 1973, so this song is 51 years old. Why now? Real Love is 32 years old. Why wait 32 years to sue UMG? And then why Top Billing wasn't sued first? It sounds like to me you're just trying to get part of Uptown and Bad Boy money. That's what it feels like to me. See, next thing, it better not be body spray. I don't know why I posted this, but yeah, it was a second earthquake. I already talked about the earthquake. I don't know what's going on, y'all. This eclipse is different from the other one. The last one we had in 2017, there was no earthquakes. Y'all just gonna sit up here and just bully Michael Jackson in his alleged grave. I'm so over y'all doing that. I'm so tired of y'all doing this to Michael. I know for a fact, and I had a psychology teacher because I've been studying psychology ever since high school. And she told us straight up, she's like, Michael Jackson is incapable of doing anything like that to any child. Why would you need a picture of his thing? To me, it sounds like the victims, quotation mark victims, are sexually infatuated with Michael Jackson. That's my humble opinion. To me, because why would you need to see his genitalia? You don't want to see his genitalia because that's the thing that violates you, right? So why would you want a picture of his genitalia? Girl, you know, this is a season of getting your karma back. And clearly, if Michael Jackson did something to you, his estate would be paying you. His estate would be paying you out, and y'all get a. So yeah. Karma's gonna get you for that. Like, that's just wrong. Why you need that for? And if you heard how when Michael Jackson was on Oprah explaining exactly what happened to him and how humiliated he was, it's just so pitiful and sad. Like, it made me cry. Like, they would even have pictures of his genitals. That's just so awful. Oh God. Oops. Yeah, these guys, they're awful. They're doing it right in your face. I ain't gonna say too much, but they're doing this right in front of your face. We know what the 65-year-old can provide, but what the 21-year-old gonna do with it? And it played out in y'all face and y'all didn't even realize it. I'm gonna let the person who talk about it tell you about it. Because it's happening right there in front of your face and y'all don't pay no attention. I'm surprised he didn't get what you call this Aoki. I'm surprised he didn't go for Ming. Ming's the one that looks the most like Kimura. I mean, both of them are beautiful. Don't get it twisted. But she looks more like Russell. Ming looks like Kimura. Kaming looks like a brat doll. She's gorgeous. It played out in front of your face not too long ago. When I say not too long ago, it played out in your face last year. And y'all didn't even pay attention to it. Because she was crying about not really communicating with her father, who is in a part of Asia that we don't know about. This played out in your face and y'all didn't even notice it. This played out in your face and y'all didn't even notice it because y'all was so busy clowning Kimura. Pay attention to your surroundings. That's all I'm gonna say about this. It's disturbing as hell. If I want to be with a granddad, I'll go hang out with my granddad. Granted, my grandfather's passed, so yeah. that got dark. I already talked about that. Somebody in the comment section say protect Nicki Minaj at all costs. You need to protect yourself. Shoot, Nicki gonna be fine. She gonna be all right. But I already talked about the 4.8 magnitude earthquake. Its epicenter was in New Jersey, and it was felt in New York and Philadelphia. Just in case you guys don't know, New York is not known for earthquakes. So yeah. Let's look at some foolishness real quick. I want you guys to look at this. And this is old, but I want you guys to look at this. Don't ever make assumptions. So she worked at T.I.'s restaurant. Listen what she has to say. She should be fired for telling this information, by the way.
Above walked out on his tab last night, and this is why I don't get impressed when celebrities or celebrity associated people come to the establishment where I work.
Oh, she think her doo-doo don't stink neither, honey. Ooh.
Around midnight, he walks in with a beautiful woman. They sit down at the bar. She's cool. She's ordering food. He orders his usual, an old fashioned, which I bring to him. Her food comes out. We're talking. She thinks I'm funny. We're having a good little time. He orders another round, and then he's trying to order drinks for other people. Good thing I kept their own tab to themselves. And we're continuing the night. So then my manager, he always puts a little discount on his tab because we do appreciate the service. Then he signals like this, like he's about to leave. I'm like, hold on 1 second. You do have a tab. I present to him his tab. You guys, this man looks at his tab, sits it down, looks at me, and walks. So Stormy Reed's dad, pictured above, walked out on his tab last night, and this is why, straight towards the door. I see him walk out the door. You guys, I run to my manager because I already know the place that I work. I tell my manager, hey, Stormy Reed's father, he's walking out the door. My manager rushes his butt to the door, catches him, comes back to me.
That's automatic termination for you, ma'am. That's not information we need to know. As somebody who is in the service industry, I'm in the food and beverage industry. I don't think this is okay. I don't give a damn that Storm Reed dad didn't pay the tab. Do you want to keep your job? The manager tried to make her pay for the bill, and she quit. You were fired anyway, Shawty, because you put this information out. This is just not okay for you to do. When you're dealing in the food and beverage industry, that's not how you work. I take pride in working in the food and beverage industry because I love food in the beverage industry. That's my passion. Y'all know I work in suites and I work in clubs. I work in suites at Mercedes-Benz. I work in clubs at State Farm. I don't know who paid for what, so don't ask me. I don't have to deal with that. I know what a POS system. I don't deal with the POS system. I just get the tips from it, okay? So I don't have no stories about nobody not paying for nothing because that's not what my reality is. If you pay for a ticket in clubs, the food and beverage comes with your ticket at State Farm. Now it's different with suites, but like I said, I'm a runner, so I don't deal with that. But even if it's not okay to have to tell stories like this, because it makes you look bad, it don't make the person who did not pay the tab look bad. She's an asshole for this. And said, oh, my manager was being unreasonable. You're being unreasonable for telling the story. This is not information you need to be telling someone. What are we going to do with this information that Storm Reed dad didn't pay for nothing? And Storm can't do nothing about it. That's her dad. She ain't going to check her daddy. What was the purpose of this? Y'all need to call people out who do stuff like this. It's not okay. Because you think everybody gonna be like, well, you're right and you're wrong, and they shouldn't have did you like that. No, you're wrong. She knows she's in the service industry and she knows she is wrong, and you continue to tell the story, which is going to make it harder for you to get work. So why would you tell that story? Like, you ain't gonna work. You know how Atlanta is about their famous people? Shoot, ask Keith Lee. He came to Atlanta, he didn't get no food because they didn't know he was Keith Lee. They serviced the famous and the richest. Nobody likes servicing your poet. That's what you don't do. I mean, this kind of the way me telling you that you're not getting a story like this from me. Oh, it's Billie Holiday's birthday. Y'all know how I feel about Billie Holiday. I love Billie Holiday. I adore her. I want to talk about this. Mark Summers, he was the host of everything. Okay? He hosted everything on Nickelodeon. I don't understand why he walked off the set, but my assumption is that he's guilty or something. Because if I didn't do nothing, I'm going to be singing like a canary. I don't care. Like, these people don't pay me no more. So I can sit up here and tell you what's going on, who did what, why they did what, and where they did it. And I can tell you exactly why Amanda Bynes the way she is. So why are you walking off set if you ain't guilty, sir? We gonna find out soon with Mark Summers. You think you hiding, but everybody know. I want you guys to see this video. Y'all need to see this video. It's so funny. Watch it. All right, my thing is this. I'm gonna ask this question. My mama is looking for a package from Amazon, and she has not gotten that package yet. Are you the one that stole her package? This is why I beat up trash bags. This is why I beat the hell out of trash bags. Because I want to make sure there's nobody in there. Like, you wilding. You're wilding. This is how bad the times are now, huh? It's awful. I'm going to say this. Cassie, I'm not going to read the whole article dealing with this, Cassie, you have handled exactly the way a victim should handle it. I need y'all to study how Cassie handled this situation. Because you got too many people like old girl did. Who want to come out and tell your story instead of going to the police and telling the police that you were violated. Cassie did it exactly the way you are supposed to do it. Okay? Because I know everybody's like, I want to hear what Cassie has to say. Cassie is not going to speak until this is over. Okay? Cassie's not going to speak until this is over, until this probe is over. I just found out that one of these perfumes on here costs a lot and it's making me cry. I'm crying on the inside. Don't worry. But if you want to handle a situation, if you're violated by somebody and they did something illegal to you, Cassie is a prime example of how you do it. Now, the suing part, I don't know how I feel about the suing, but pressing charges is exactly what you want. You press charges against someone who violates you. And I applaud her for how she has handled this. Because if she wasted time and did a 57-part video about it, the law could not take her serious. Yeah, I know you guys are inspired by Risa Tisa. 57 minutes. If somebody does something illegal, you need to go to the police. You need to seek counsel immediately. Talk to the lawyer and see if it's illegal. If the lawyer says illegal and you can press charges and you can do actions against it, that's how you do it. But you don't need to make any noise. You don't need to do videos. Cassie has not done a video. Cassie's not doing interviews. Cassie is just doing what is right for her, which is she went ahead, she went to the authorities, she's corroborating with the authorities, and there's no interviews. And that's that. That's how you handle it. This is advice Denzel Washington has advised people. Denzel Washington used to advise upcoming actors to not stay at Hollywood parties for too long and to leave 30 minutes before the devil got there. Who the devil is, one. Who's the devil? And two, he's right. The best parties are sometimes with people who ain't famous. I mean, y'all know I do party hop to famous people, but they're not like famous like that. But we're talking about like A-list parties. Like, be careful. She handled it perfectly.
The elders are not.
Yizzo, what's poppin'? See what Denzel said? Leave the party 30 minutes before the double show up. I'm here to remind y'all that he's not just talking about celebrities. Now, he may have been referring to young actors and people in Hollywood and so on and so forth in his dialogue. I'm here to remind y'all that that's not the only people he's talking to. This is for everyday, regular 9-to-5 EBTs. Y'all too. People who like to party, drink, and socially do drugs. This message is for y'all as well. Drinking, partying, drugs, alcohol leads to bad decisions with anybody. A lot of people so caught up in the lives of celebrities that y'all forget that a lot of y'all are enduring the same thing. You go to the club, you already done started drinking. Matter of fact, you go to happy hour. You already.
Girl, you know what? Matter of fact, I think he explained it better than I did. He's right. It's not just for famous people. It's for you. It's not just famous people. So a lot of y'all on demon time. Y'all be going to clubs on demon time. You want to fight someone because you frustrated with your life and you into some weird girl. I got a story about people being on demon time in the club, honey. Just leave the club when it starts getting weird. But my favorite word to say is weird. People start getting weird. Head out the door.
Already started drinking. Then somebody say, hey, let's go.
You're right. And then to have a good time, you don't need to drink. I'm going to tell you that. You don't need to do drugs. You don't need to drink to have a good time. That's just it. I want to, because I told you guys about Stevie J. This is the video he showed of a real Diddy party. No, one thing, I know I was looking at the comment section, they saying all these people against subpoena. Naomi Campbell, I am really side-eyeing the hell out of Naomi Campbell, boo. Because Naomi Campbell was also on the dossier about Epstein Island. And then Naomi Campbell was there. I just side-eyed the hell out of Naomi Campbell. It's something ain't right. Something wrong. Is it Comey? No, this is a preview to what he wants you to think a Diddy party is. This is not an actual Diddy party, y'all. The party they're talking about, the after parties, okay? When I saw Naomi Campbell, she the main one I saw in the whole video. I don't think that everybody in the video is suspicious, but Naomi Campbell, you around too many billionaires. Okay, Naomi? You around too many billionaires. Let me find out you a madam. I already talked about this. I don't need to talk about cooperating with the FBI. I already talked about this. I ain't gonna talk about it. I had to say it. Speaking of activity before the eclipse, this is too much going on with the eclipse. Instagram and WhatsApp face global outage affecting millions. This happened 4 days ago. I want to talk about this. I wish I could show you the scene in 2012, but I can't because then I'll get copyrighted. So, okay. Y'all remember there was a scene in 2012. 2012 is basically talking about a global, like a solar storm happening. And the solar storm causes Earth crust displacement. Okay? Earth crust displacement theory. So, Earth crust displacement theory is that the solar storm gives off so much radiation that it causes a shift in the Earth's crust. Okay? Think about what happened with the Francis Scott Key Bridge. I don't think the person who was riding the boat was intoxicated or drunk. I think that the GPS system started acting weird. I noticed recently, this has happened a lot, and I'm going to talk about what happened to me yesterday. I noticed recently there has been a situation where I'll get an Uber and I'm taking the Uber to my job, but the Uber car is advised to go somewhere else. I'm a one lady, she kind of made a big deal about it and it pissed me off. And I was like, this happens a lot. And she was like, well, you need to talk to Uber. I'm like, there's no point. And of course, it's also, it's Mercury retrograde. So technology and miscommunication is a huge thing right now. So, I mean, I don't usually make a big deal about that kind of stuff, but that has happened a lot more now than it has in the past with the, basically the GPS system telling me to F off. Yesterday, I had a person, they were supposed to pick me up and it said 10 minutes later. So I'm assuming I'm going to get to work early. I was late to work, long story short. It was early in the morning. I was supposed to be at 8:30 early in the morning. And so I paid for my car. I got my car and I paid for it at 7:20. Now I'm assuming I'm going to get there early, like 7 o'clock or something. My car did not get here until 7:50, and I was late. They had already started pre-shift, which is a meeting before a shift. The guy get there, he doesn't apologize or nothing because on his end it's something different. Like I said, there is an understanding that it is Mercury retrograde. So some of this should be expected just simply off the fact that it's Mercury retrograde. But also, you're talking about a solar eclipse. and the moon coming out when it's not supposed to. I think that plays a part too. Because technology, so I don't know what's going on. I'm not saying the Earth crust displacement is happening, but I do know that technology has been out of whack. Which for me, technology has been out of whack the whole time anyway. So it is what it is. It's whatever. Okay. Do I have anything else I want to talk about? Oh, I want to talk about the tunnels, honey. Oh my God, y'all missing it. Okay. I want to talk about tunnels. Which, by the way, they were talking about that little girl. Y'all say that little girl, Ava Baroni Combs. They've been talking about her too. So, and somebody said that too. Somebody said when they went and raided Didi's home, they found tunnels, undergrounds. Just like they found the underground stuff at the mosque. Y'all want to get me? Not mosque. At a temple, a Jewish temple. What you call a Jewish temple? Not mosque. Sorry to my Muslim friends. They found a underground tunnel there. You remember y'all saw that? Y'all saw them. Lord, let me get it back. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, technology been cutting the food with me anyway, so it ain't nothing new. But when they were arrested, they were at a, what do you call a Jewish temple? Let me look it up. And they found things under that. What is the name of a Jewish mosque? I mean, a Jewish temple. Synagogue. They raided a synagogue earlier this year. And they found like car seats, baby high chairs, mattresses with blood stain on them. Now they're saying they found tunnels in Didi's house that led to other people's Hollywood mansions. I'm going to play this because y'all didn't believe Fallon in the beginning, but I also got a message for Fallon. Oops.
Coming for y'all, okay? I know y'all been waiting for me to say something. And I know y'all gonna keep asking if I don't say something. I'm coming. Don't be coming on here being messy, y'all. What we not gonna do. So tonight I am going to dinner with my newest business partners, and I can't.
First and foremost, Fallon, you're dumb. I'm gonna tell you this: you're stupid. You're stupid because I said if you experience someone doing something illegal, you quietly go to the authorities. I said that because I was talking about Cassie. I need y'all to take from the book of Cassie to shut the hell up, get counsel, and go to the authorities. 1. 2, you stupid because you didn't get nothing from this man because you gave birth to the man child. The man you gave birth to this child. This child is just like that man. You seen pictures of her baby girl. That baby cute as all get out. She's gorgeous. But that child is just like Simon. And you get nothing for that baby. Nothing from this alleged $40 million man. I don't believe he's worth shit, but alleged $40 million man. And even if he was worth $40 million, he still ain't worth shit. Anyway, you don't get anything from having his daughter. You want to know another woman who's stupid? Not her. Poor thing. Let me see if I can find you another somebody who's stupid. Where's that video of old girl who had Simon's baby? This one right here. She's stupid as hell too. She had a house fire. This is one of his ex-wives. Had a house fire and has to go to GoFundMe. His daughter, that's his daughter right there. 3 years old, Zamina Andrade Grabadia. Why is this man not paying $1 million in child support to these women? The little girl is 3. Portia got with Simon. Portia married Simon 3 years ago because they were wearing COVID masks. They were wearing masks at her wedding, which it was a beautiful wedding. When did Simon marry Portia? November 2022. This little girl is 3. Fallon's daughter is 2. This man walking around here making babies with random women. And for everybody saying, oh, that's not his baby. That's his baby. Okay? She got her melanin from him. Fallon's baby, she couldn't even get a DNA test on that was Simon's baby. Okay? You're not going to be a $40 million man and not take care of my child. I do not understand how you walk around here, make babies with several different women, and don't have to take responsibility for them. And 9 out of 10 times, he's probably upset because they're girls. Y'all know that's the truth. They're girls. They're daughters. I don't have to tell you why daughters, but they're girls. They're girls. You know why. They're girls. So the back of his head, he don't think he needs to raise his children with his sorry ass. The way I would get DNA tests so fast on them children. me see. How old is Fallon's daughter? I think Fallon's daughter either she 2 or she 1. How old is Fallon Pena's daughter? Oops. Apparently, there's tons of Fallon Penas, and I just opened up a can of worms that I want to close now. Girl. He ain't shit, though. Simon ain't shit. He ain't shit, and he has good lawyers. That's why I know for sure. Her little girl is so beautiful. Very beautiful girl. Same thing. This lady's baby is so beautiful too. Contrary to the ugly ass daddy. Both of them are beautiful. This baby sitting up here looking like Simon for real. This child looks like Simon. But he don't have to take care of his children. He over here making babies with American women. Let me see if I can show you the picture of the baby with Fallon. And it's his. He sat up there and lied and made it seem like she was sleeping around with that boy. That baby don't look like that boy. She done bullied a 20-year-old boy to having a child with her. That's not his child. That baby looks just like Simon. She's so beautiful, gorgeous baby. That baby looks just like Simon. You can't tell me that's not Simon's child. She has his nose. She has his mouth. She has his eyes. She a gorgeous little precious baby. I'll be back to talk about more stuff, but I'm going to take a break. It's been 1 hour and 18 minutes. I don't like being on here too long because, I mean, you know, we don't get paid here.